Stuff. Say lock the inside
Yeah,
self.
that's the thing. You're fortunate to find one that is actually sensible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we do what we do. Live on YouTube. Let's go. All right, I had to let that beat play a little bit so you can get into the zone and into the groove for what's to come in the grapevine this morning here on the Smooth Breakfast. This is Smooth 98.1, where we love music, we love life, we love entertainment, we love to gist, we love to have fun, great conversations, shake and break tables where necessary, and just have an all-round good time. This is Ayokunmi here. Welcome into the smooth side of life, entertainment-wise. Anyways, you get to join us and be a part of the show as always. Keep up with us. Let us know your thoughts. Send those messages in on YouTube and on WhatsApp as well. You can leave your comments on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. And on WhatsApp, the number is 0911 999 0981. Let me take that one more time. 0911 999 0981. Just leave your messages. Hey, we love to hear them. Love to read them in the grapevine. All right, joining me to take a look at the stories and all the gist that's going around, because a couple of things that we need to get into touch on here and there. The one and only Irabor Okosun, Irabor 1 trillion. Irabor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, Irabor, it's like your network is misbehaving, oh, and it was fine a couple of minutes ago.
I say, I said, good morning, Ayo. I claim all the
Uh-huh.
prayers in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Irabor 1 trillion.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Good morning, Lagos. How are day?
We good, we good. We ready to sink our teeth into what's been going down in the world of entertainment. So much just to talk about. And I think we shall begin this morning talking about one of the big ones over the weekend, and that is AFRIMA 2026, the All Africa Music Awards. The winners have been crowned. And I will say that Rema is, should I say, the big winner. Calm Down Crooner took home 3 awards: Best Male Artist in Western Africa, Best Artist of the Year, and Best African Artist duo or group in African R&B soul for his song Calm Down, which I feel Calm Down has been how many years now? So I still doing bits anyway. But the point is he took those awards over Nigerian artists, including Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, Ashake. He beat all of them in the Best Male Artist in West Africa and Artist of the Year categories. Really, really awesome stuff. Burna Boy, however, took home the Album of the Year award. Yemi Alade's You Are from the Iyanu animated series also won the best soundtrack in movie, series, or documentary. Charlie Poppy, yes, his song Lahu, which was everywhere, clinched the best song of the year and best collaboration awards. Juma Jux from Tanzania also won an award, best male artist in Eastern Africa. Um, DRC singer Cindy Lecoeur also was there. So, I mean, beautiful scenes out there in Afrima, hosted here in Lagos. For the third time, actually, Lagos is hosting Afrima. It was previously held in Ghana and Senegal as well. Irabo, what are your thoughts on Afrima in general and looking at the winners also? Most deserved, or you have a contrary view?
First of all, let me even just treat the Rema thing. Yes, when you were talking about Calm Down, I was like, Calm Down, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when did it even come out again? But the people he won it from um, are Nigerians. So those are his Egbons. And I don't think his Egbons should have any, ill feeling towards that. I remember a clip I saw of Burna Boy seeing Rema at an event. I think it was in France. I can't remember. I was like, I don't Rema be that. So I feel that, in this case, it shouldn't be a bad thing, even if it's a record that we think it's kind of outdated, but our bandwidth and their range and the year within the period within people are supposed to submit something and the kind of considerations that they put forward and all that. So this is the sixth, I think, Afrima. So they're still working out the bugs. It's a good thing it's in Lagos. Lagos is the entertainment capital in Africa, in my own opinion. So that's that for the Rema thing and it being in Lagos. Now, there's a particular category that I'm very, very happy, about its recognition and consistency over time. I feel that the headies need to adopt this because the fusion of music and movies is something that is really going to promote, African culture in that regard, especially in the entertainment space. It's the
Right.
category for best soundtrack in a movie. AMVCA had it at a point. I think they scrapped it. I don't know why. Because music cannot be taken away from movies. And the
True.
inclusion of actors and movies itself, should not be taken away from, pop culture. So they need to really, really imbibe that. So I'm happy that I'm a fan of Yemi Alade. Maybe I kind of have a little crush on Yemi Alade. I don't know why. Maybe because
There we are.
she's, I don't know.
There we are.
Uh-huh. But, but, but to rein it in, um, I'm happy she won this particular category just because I'm happy about the category. I'm a movie person and a music person, maybe more so a movie person. But at the end of the day, I think that's something we need to honor, we need to consider. Because if you watch Nollywood, if you watch all these movies in Africa, there are a lot of songs that he used, contemporary ones, the ones from back in the day, even Hollywood too, they tap into some of our music with Fela, and all those people. So yeah, Afrima, I hope that, they keep working out the bugs. It's a very, very good award platform that I think we need in the continent for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Just needs a bit of refinement here and there. So I look forward to next year. Files is the host, if I recall. Yes, now that's another artist that I have huge respect for. So yeah, definitely, it's a good platform in my own opinion.
Hmm. Okay, so Irabor, just a random thought here. Looking at how we have the Grammys usually being used as the gold standard when it comes to, oh, as an artist, I won a Grammy, I won two Grammys, I didn't win a Grammy, and so on and so forth. We've talked, so many times about us having our own platforms here that we can, elevate to that point of, oh, as an artist, if I haven't won this award, oh, if you haven't won headies. If you haven't won an AFRIMA, you really haven't done that much. What do the awards like AFRIMA, the headies also need to do to be able to reach that gold standard status, if I can put it that way?
Number one, it's positioning. It will sound like English, but positioning in the sense that there's a way you have to create the platform that, participation from the key artists, participation from brands, sponsorship, and all those things, become
Okay.
commonplace for you where you have enough resources and enough, patch in the game to now, be so revered that people want to covet your award. um, it takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of manpower, expertise, staff. It's a lot. Government involvement, and everything. So now the vision has to be clear how you want to position it. So if you're going to say, okay, you want this to be, Africa's foremost Grammy-like type platform, it's not just only going to have to be the day of the event. It has to be a year-round, consistent approach. You know,
Okay.
um, yeah. So how are you trying to elevate the game? Is it capacity building? Is it partnerships with artists? Trying to create content, trying to even create actual music, trying to leverage, the music IP, however you want to go. So it's a strategic, approach in my own opinion. Headies, I don't really have any bad thing to say about the headies, because I plan events too. I know what it's like for Ayokunmi to still be doing it till today. You have to give him his flowers for that.
True.
Consistency in Nigeria, wow, that's a lot.
It's
So
no
but
easy
that
feat.
doesn't take away, it doesn't that platform is what launched Nancy Sinner, like to that other level, that higher echelon that she took on. I think I was like
Mm,
2019, 2018, where people were like, oh wow, she really did well hosting this thing, despite what happened, with all the so it really elevated Nancy. She had the show there on, hit, so uh, see, my only issue is that I think Nigerians don't, again, not generalizing, but like in that creative space, because we're creatives, everybody is so sensitive, where it's like, why not do this? Think about this. Let's try to do. Everybody's so sensitive. Again, it's your baby. You're very protective. But like even with movies, the reason I'm saying this is stemming from movies. Like if you meet stakeholders and you're trying to tell stakeholders, okay, see for example, let me give you a very clear example. Right now, today, I will challenge anybody, shout from the mountaintops why Funke deserves 2 billion at the box office, because that's one hell of a movie. That's an incredible film behind the scenes. That's an incredible film. Like I will beat my chest. If it was any of our other works, about those days now when we talk about, this woman has made so and so, I'm like, well, yeah, she tried, she made the numbers, but because I know the film not reach waiting is supposed to be, I just like, well, but now I'm like, that film, 5 billion, yes, let it go. No problem. I'm fine. You have movies like The Herd. If The
You have
Herd
no
made 2
issue.
billion, 5 billion, you would beat your chest and be like, yes, it deserves it. But, so we're having films at a point that were not commensurate with the, numbers in the sense of the quality of the film. But it was a good first step. They kept on trying. They kept on pushing. They kept on making it better. They kept on improving. So now we are now here. So that's why I said, someone like Ayo, I won't have an issue with Ayo, because he has done what a lot of people find it difficult to do consistently. This is the one-man army, not like institution. Like the reason you have AMVCA consistently is because it's an institution. And I think they didn't even have it for 2 years at the point. Like, I don't know. They've not had it like twice. If you check their span. So,
Yeah, there was a
but
there was a break in between at some point.
in between, I've been twice, one time like that. So, so again, you have to really look at these things, from a less emotional, state. Look at it, consider so many things. But I'm not saying, despite the fact of all the things going on in Nigeria, that you should now not pursue Excelsior. No, no. Of course, I still, have that. Did the person that carry first have 2 heads? You have that mentality in a way as a Nigerian, to still push regardless. So, but let's see. We should all just be supportive, constructive, not be too emotional, follow blueprints that we know truly in our minds that they work. It's just like the case of accountability in personal life. You know that this thing where you do no get sense, but you still want to like say you said no get sense, and then you still expect the other result to still come back and say, no, it doesn't work like that now. So that's it, Jack.
It doesn't work like that. All right, let me take a message before we take this little break here. This is from Sahid, who says, Irabor, please join the queue of crushers. Congrats, Yemi and others for me. Aha. So, Irabor, you have a bit of competition here where Yemi Olade is concerned, because Sahid he's not having, he says, join the queue. You met us here. Join the queue, please, is what he's saying. So, hey, hands off from you. Hands off, hands off. I'm just going to take a step back. Don't shoot the
Don't see
messenger.
if they
Don't
talk
shoot
too
the
much.
messenger.
I will see. If they talk too much, I just go empty account, shoot him, call him, she do soundtrack, toast time from there.
Saeed, have you heard? Anyways, let's see if you can do something similar or even more than that to get the attention. But as he has said, join the queue of crushers. I wonder how many more people are actually on that queue. Anyways,
That
let's take
man is
that breather.
fresh.
Let's take that breather. When we come back in, we'll continue with more stories in the grapevine this Tuesday morning here on Smooth 98.1. I beg you, get Tim's number.
Uh,
What's happen now? What? Why you they laugh? Why you they laugh now?
Are we on YouTube?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I just wanted that there should be a record of you asking. Because immediately after we come off for air, right, you say, I mean, you get them number. Oh my God. Me, sir, I didn't even find a number, but not for that reason, Sha.
That I can believe.
Not for
That,
that reason. Don't worry. If I get her, I will give you.
Look, I said, what's up,
You
message?
want to go kill yourself.
I don't understand. Kill myself.
You
How?
want to go wound.
How? How?
Ha,
What's there?
Baba. Hey,
What's
that
there?
thing. Say objects may appear. Objects may appear.
It doesn't mean as a Boy Scout, ever
Ah,
prepared.
that is ever ready.
We're ever ready. Oh, always guiding. All right.
Oh my God.
Welcome back into the Grapevine this Tuesday morning on Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. It is Ayokunmi here with you in the show, talking about everything entertainment and all the gist flowing around in that space. Welcome into the smooth side of life. You can join us on the show this morning, WhatsApp and YouTube. YouTube, if you're not on YouTube, you are actually missing out because of the behind the scenes conversations between me and Irabor, just having good fun, having good fun on there. The WhatsApp number is 0911 981 That is the WhatsApp number. And then YouTube, you can drop your comments at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Those are the ways you can join in the grapevine this morning. Irabor is still here doing his thing and giving us some well-needed context into what's been going on in the world of entertainment. We're still going to talk about music here, Irabor. This one, this is a very polarizing topic because it has come up at different points in time and with more than one person. Now, Seun Kuti, son of the late Afrobeat pioneer fella Anikulapo Kuti, has said it's an insult to refer to Afrobeat singer Wizkid as the modern day equivalent of his father. Now, Kuti stated this while warning Wizkid fans, otherwise known as Wizkid FC, to stop comparing Wizkid with the late Afrobeat maestro during a recent Instagram live stream. Now, this is not the first time somebody will be talked about in a similar vein to Fela. I mean, we usually hear Burna Boy, who takes a lot of cues from what Fela has done in the past. Now, some people or Wizkid, part of Wizkid FC, kind of say that, oh, Wizkid is the modern day equivalent of Fela and so on and so forth. I mean, this is, I don't know if I should say that this is what's the word I'm looking for here? This is some sort of should I say testament to the brilliance of Fela himself. But what do you think about this one, Irabor?
So, I'm not really a fan of Seun, so I'll try to keep it objective. And me not being a fan of Seun is not it's not about anything. It's just some reasonings. That's all. It's not about hate. It's not about dislike. It's just this guy. Sometimes with they talk. You would be okay with somebody twerking beside the grave of your late father, but you'd have an issue with another person who we all know is, I mean, almost second to none in a way in this modern era. And have an issue with people praising him. It just reminds me of what's that Bible verse? I think First Samuel 18:7, where like as they danced, they sang, Saul has slain his thousands and David has, his own tens of thousands or something like that. So those kinds of praises definitely will put people in trouble. The ones you don't solicit, especially where, that new fella tag that fans of Wizkid are frequently dubbing, Wizkid to be the new fella, or in fact, they even claim that he has surpassed the legend's greatness to a point. It's always good to pay homage to the people who came before you. You're standing on their shoulders, and
Yeah.
I don't think this kid may subscribe to this openly, or at least even if he does feel that he has surpassed Fela in any way. I don't think it's going to be braggadocious in any regard. But the thing is, I don't think Wizkid FC is even going to care, even if he does anything crazy, because they are so diehard that they don't care. I'm sure if we see a rape case or something, even for an underage, they would still find a way around it and be like, nah, our chosen one, and we continue like that. You get. And these things are dangerous too. But if a son is coming out to defend his father's honor and legacy and everything, we don't have any right to say otherwise. I think he's well within his right to do so. But it's also funny that this person is in the same business as the father and the person in question. And they are not saying that about him, towards his own father. So again, I think he too needs to focus more on the craft and the craft itself more so than commentary and all these other things. Because Wizkid is not just any person. If they say such a thing, I think, in my own opinion, just from music alone, yes, maybe not from, again, we don't even know, the philanthropic, moves that he makes in silence. Probably not. We know he doesn't really challenge the government. He doesn't really do all those types of things. Baba is just chilling, doing his own thing. fine. But musically, if you want to look at it, if you're calling the greats of all time, the greatest of all time, you're looking at Fela, you're looking at Wizkid, you're looking at Two-Face, you're looking at, I won't even put D'banj as top 5. I will only put it maybe top 10 because of the pathway to, international superstardom and all those type of things. But if you're talking about musically, based on waiting, we don't drop. Not too many people are in that thing. So again, it's a discussion, fine, but I think I'll leave it at that because of my somewhat bias towards Shehu in terms of his reasoning towards other things.
Okay, yeah, but let's leave Shehu out of this right now. And I would actually like you to address this whole thing where we like to do the whole the artists of today, the Wizkids, Burners, and so on and so forth. They've surpassed the legacies of the Fellas and co of then. Oh, they won Grammys now. They didn't win Grammys then, and so on and so forth. I mean, should that even be a sensible way to look at the sort of impacts that both generations have had? The generation then, Fela's generation, what they did, what they stood for, and this one now, because there seems to be this mindset that, oh, because the newer generation, they are, beginning to win Grammys and all that, it means they've done a whole lot more than those who came before them. I mean, what do you think about that reasoning?
I feel that's nonsense reasoning, in my own opinion. I feel that's nonsense reasoning. I mentioned earlier, like, you cannot avoid paying homage to the people that came before you, those who you're standing on their shoulders. We have to throw in Two-Face inside this mix too as well, because like these guys, if they were not present, it would have been more difficult for these people to break through, barring the revolution of internet. Let's be very, very frank with ourselves. These guys learned from all these people. If see skit makers, they Bobby them, basketball did all those things. Before then, Charlie Boy was doing that. So he didn't have the TikTok and the Instagram and if not he, for don't blow since then. Then you have the Aki and the Popos, what they did back in the day and what they did. So I feel it's nonsense reasoning in my own opinion, no. But people can get carried away sometimes. You have the debate of the Michael Jordan and LeBron James, and there's some people who will come out and say Paul George is the greatest of all time in basketball to them just because he has slick handles. So I feel that that's rubbish. Sorry, nonsense reasoning in my own opinion, because these people that you're talking about, the OGs, their songs are still evergreen till today. I'm not saying that these other new guys, their songs will be evergreen eventually. I'm just saying no. It's nonsense. We didn't have the structure in Nigeria at that time, that channel, that pool again to have that collection and marketing and every that they have today. Where if you drop a song, just do a skit, pay Mazi to the head nut or whatever. If your song sweet, it will blow. I mean, that kind of thing. Do you understand? So
Yeah,
these guys had to play instruments, they had to sing, they had to write. They didn't have ChatGPT, they didn't have any. So you can't no, come on. I'm not in support of that at all, for sure.
definitely not in support of that. Let me take a message or two here, and we'll get back in. This is from Xavier, who says, "Good morning, house. It's high time Irabor opened the church. We're working on it. We're working on all the logistics and everything. We'll let you know as soon as that is sorted out. Just Xavier, don't worry. Don't worry about that. It's in the works." And he then says,
Hey.
"I'm still." Yes, now Irabor, we need to elevate. He then says, "I'm still waiting for my movie ticket. So thank you." Which movie ticket specifically? I do not remember or recall.
It was Max that won last week now. I sent it to
Eh,
Max. When
so,
did Max become Xavier? Professor Xavier is changing to another human being.
well, I mean, he's an X-Man, so he can probably do anything
Yeah.
at this point
Yeah.
in time. Anyways, Irabor, our dear friend Portable is in the news once again. Um,
Hmm.
and I want to ask a question at the end of this intro here. Now, he's making headlines following a viral video of him at a police station. Um, According to the reports that came out, the controversial singer was allegedly arrested by his baby mama, Ashabi. Now, in a clip that made rounds online, he was captured trying to escape as a group of people held on tightly to him. And then in another video that was making the rounds, he was captured on his seat with handcuffs as he wept uncontrollably, pretending that his mother was sick. And I don't think I've ever seen Portable cry like that before, hard guy and everything. But Irabor, looking at everything that this fellow has been involved in and up to recently, is it safe to say that um, chaos and disorderliness, if I can put it that way, his hallmark and his brand, because almost every time you hear about him in the news, it is one issue or another.
Yes. You remember when, if you look at Tupac's history, his life, he adopted that thug life. He wasn't that guy. He went to
Mm,
ballet classes, he did, singing lessons, he did all those things. So it was that persona that he adopted. Now, I'm not saying that Portable adopted it in a way, or maybe he was that person and now felt that maybe this is what should be his USP, marketing wise and position wise and all that. It can work for you to a point, if you have that facade, that aura, that personality behind the music. Fine,
yeah.
let it be with the music. But if you're now making it, your life, part of your life, consistently, probably even inciting those type of things. Now, one day you go, your eye go clear now, you know. Uh-huh. So the reason I brought up the Tupac thing is Tupac, we know where he is right now. We know where Biggie is right now. You know, we know where Diddy is right now. We know where all these people are right now. So when you make that thing that you feel is going to, help you market yourself and, do what you're supposed to do, you have to look at the
Mm,
consequences. So you have to look at the consequences. It brings me to this couple, this guy, I can't remember their name, the guy who cooked for his wife, then blah, blah, blah. Everybody was like, oh, nice, 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 nice. Then the guy, he just tired for him because if you go into something that you're not fully, about, there are repercussions and consequences. So yes, chaos and everything is attached to Portable. I believe that guy is one hell of an artist. If he really, really focused on the music alone, just allow touch of the craziness and madness, affecting when he's in the studio, fine. But now we've shifted from, I can't remember the songs again. But that guy is one hell of an artist. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, if that guy had like an Olamide or a Don Jazzy or I don't know, somebody, with him consistently, and he just say, okay, Baba, you know what? I'm under your wing. Let's fly. Portable go dey get Grammy nomination now. Now that kind of character they define for that side now, but with some packaging. That's it,
mm.
really. I mean, Ashake, it would be like an Ashake in a way, but not the way I mean, you get my point. So I mean, I just wish everything gets sorted out. And women should stop following people that they can clearly see who they are and stop crying wolf afterwards. And men too should stop being, the bane of society, having
Right,
multiple baby
right.
mamas and just going willy-nilly with your every and just doing. I mean, it's not NBA young boy that has given birth to 14 children. I'm just like, that's enough to pass a law and say, you know what, it's enough. This guy, you are banned from having children moving
It's
forward.
just, it's
Because
just, it's just ridiculous,
it's no
man.
more, yes, now it's no more cruise where you're procreating, like say you grow maize. I mean, I don't
It
know.
borders on being irresponsible, as far as I'm concerned.
It's not borders. They have passed the border. They should arrest you, like Venezuela president. They should just arrest you. You
They
know,
should Maduro, they should Maduro you.
as in, of which me, I'm not
Goodness
in support of that
gracious.
whole thing, Sha. No, I'm not in support
Of
of the
course,
Venezuela
that
issue.
was. I mean,
No, that
we
is
all know that
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 is
that whole
nah,
incident was not supposed to happen. But hey,
nah. And everybody
America
just
is
sit down and
America.
look. Oh.
It's
Everybody,
America now.
might is right. That's what my father always says. Might is right. Means if you get power, that's why they say who get money now ain't be firstborn.
Mm, I hear you on that one. All right, let's take your messages here. This is from Tayo in Aja, who says, the gist on the grapevine is too hot for the network to handle. Network eventually behaved itself on the Irabor side, chat, Tayo. He then says, congrats to all the winners of AFRIMA awards and the Golden Globes as well. Yes, Golden Globes winners all around as well. Burna Boy that is running around Lagos in car and horse didn't have time to collect his award. Irabor on the crush again. Don't bring it in. Put it out there. Irabo. Tayo says, put it out there. You never know what could happen. He then
No,
says,
no, no.
I worry when these people are no longer there. We need to share our ideas and plan for succession devoid of sentiments. Let me ride my horse out of here. Ayo, I have the number that you seek. What are you willing to do before someone takes her and the current number gets disconnected? Tayo, do not threaten me with a good time, please. Sheo Kuti will just be fighting a faceless mob. Watch your BP. Everyone knows Fela Kuti's greatness. Irabor, the Cora incident was to calm his BP. Ah, okay. Let me enjoy.
Mm. Mm.
Oh my
People say,
goodness.
people say, you know, say Cora is in between baby daddies, so she can just venture. You know, anything can happen.
Mm. Anything can happen. He then says, congrats to Wumi Musako and Haley Steinfeld as well. Yes, indeed, baby bumps all around. Haters will say it's smoke and stack. Ah. And congrats to the king of them all, NBA young boy. He's expanding his base. Portable, aka I'm a baboon and I live in the zoo. Shouldn't worry, the zookeeper will soon attend to him. Ah, I see. Benito in Lagos says, "Hi, Ayo. Irabor is right to say might is right. It shows Trump cruising in Venezuela to capture the presidency. That's that whole Venezuela and US thing. It's anyway, Sha, might is right. I mean, if we're another country who did that, there will be a lot of talk. Everybody will be in
Eh?
arms that no, no. But of course, it's the US, so everybody's just like, yeah, let's not antagonize them. It's not in our best interest." Fred Adoki says, good morning, Ayo and Irabo. Those FC, I believe they call them, annoy me so much with the belief that, with their belief that Wizkid sings well. As far as I'm concerned, Wizkid sings nonsense. Am I done listening to Jaheim, R. Kelly, Andre 3000, Tubaba, and Co? It's Wizkid songs I'll come and put on my gadgets. Am I mad? One day they will say he's greater than Michael Jackson. I mean, there have been comparisons with Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Michael is concerned. So at this point in time, anything is possible, really and truly. It will not surprise me at all. At all, at all. Anyways, Rabba, we need to wrap it up this morning. It's been a very interesting one on the grapevine as always. Thank you for making it pop, always.
My pleasure always, Ayo. Good morning to everybody. Shout out to my guy, Emeka, calling me Rabo 1 trillion on IG. My, I claim
You see,
it.
I'm an influencer now. Give me my flowers. Give me my flowers.
Don't worry. I will give you car. I will give you car self.
I will take it gladly. All right, Rabba, have a great Tuesday. I will talk later on.
All right. Take care, man.
All right, then. Lagos, Nigeria, the entire world, wherever it is you're listening or watching from, it's been an interesting morning on the Grapevine. Thank you for being a part of it. The Grapevine will make a return on Thursday at 8:15 here on the Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1. At 9 o'clock, we'll take a walk into Lagos Talks and have a discussion. We'll pick up from where we started on Freshly Pressed and have a discussion concerning the drug tests for public servants and whether or not this is something that should be extended way beyond public service into private life. See you then.